Hi, and welcome to Low Carb Cocktails. I'm Frank. Today, we do something a little bit different. This is gonna be a review video, but I've not done yet is an unboxing video. So that's kind of what we're gonna do today. This is a product from Splash Premium Mixers. They came across my Instagram feed not too long ago, so I kind of checked it out. They are low sugars, so I really wasn't sure about the carb counts and things like that. I reached out to them, asked them if they would like to send me a sample so I can do a review video for you guys and I kind of talk about it and see my opinion of it. Is it really low carb? And how easy is it to make these drinks? And how true do they taste to what they're supposed to be? So let's get started. Okay, spoiler, I already opened it, but I only opened up one bottle to kind of taste it, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But, so this is how it comes, a little package box. This is their mini set. There's 4 different flavors. They have a 750 milliliter bottle, and then they have their mini bottles. So they sent me a set of their minis. They sell low carb. Frank, hope you enjoy. XO Team Splash. Got a little card with it. And it's packed pretty well because it is glass bottles. So, and this is kind of what it looks like here. I'm gonna kind of show you around. So it's got some like confetti in here, a little sparkly. So you guys can see it. Don't want to drop the glass, but this is kind of how it comes packaged. It comes with 5 different mixers, a Bloody Mary, Cosmopolitan, Margarita, that's the one I opened, Mojito, yeah, I see rum in my future, and a Moscow Mule. So these are the 5 flavors that they have. Let me get this out the way. So the 5 flavors, again, Moscow Mule, Cosmopolitan, Bloody Mary, Margarita, and the Mojito. So now, they're advertised as low sugar, and they are. I'm kind of go through each one. So on the Mojito, let's talk strictly carbs, because that's what we're all about, is there's 6 grams of carbs per serving. And a serving is 2.5 ounces. 6 carbs, I've done cocktails with 6. I try to keep it under 5 or at 5, but I've done cocktails with 6 grams of carbs, so we'll see how this one tastes. This is the Margarita, 6 grams of carbs on this one. Same as the Mojito. Again, try to keep it under 5. I'm okay with 6 though. This one is the Bloody Mary, and this one is 2 grams of carbs. This is lower than my own Bloody Mary recipe, so really excited to see how this is. And then we have the Cosmopolitan, 5 grams of carbs, and then the Moscow Mule, 5. So the way it's gonna work are the Moscow Mule and the Cosmopolitans are both 5. The Margarita and the Mojito are 6 grams of carbs, and the Bloody Mary are 2. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to break these open, make some drinks, and let you guys know what I think. All right, so I'm gonna move all this aside, get it set up to make some drinks. All right, so now let's go ahead and get started. There's really, the directions on here is for a cocktail mixed with, this is the Margarita, mixed with tequila over ice. Mocktail, just mixed with sparkling water over ice. We're gonna go ahead and shake these with ice. I like to be consistent with how I'm making this. If I shake with ice with a traditional cocktail, I'm gonna shake with ice with these. So we're gonna start with the margaritas. As this says, take 2.5 ounces of them, or is it 2? 2 ounces of their mix. Smell caramel, that's interesting. Not bad, but interesting. This is kind of clear with a light green tint to it. There's 2 ounces. I'm gonna add some ice. So we're gonna add 2 ounces of tequila. And this is Sam, big ass bottle, Sam's Choice, well, what was that, member mark from Sam's Club. This is their tequila, which I was pleasantly surprised about, to be honest with you. I did a review video. You can check that out right here. See what my input is on the Members Mark tequila. Give that a good shake. All right, so it's pretty clear. I don't know if you can see that. A slight yellowish green tint to it. And this is the one I did open and taste. I'll tell you this, it doesn't taste like a traditional margarita. Not a bad thing, let me explain. A margarita, traditional margarita, orange liqueur, tequila, lime juice. The ingredients on here is water, agave nectar, lime juice concentrate, and citric acid, natural flavors. I don't see orange on here. I'm not tasting orange. I am tasting the agave nectar. So as far as a margarita, and they do have margaritas that substitute the orange liqueur for an agave nectar. That's called a Tommy's margarita. So that's kind of where this is at, like as a style of a Tommy's margarita. It's good. I'd call it low carb, and I'd call it tasty. It's one of the better margarita mixes I've had. I've had some pretty crappy ones out there. You can check the video out of this one here, where I call this one hot garbage. So yeah, that's a bad one. This on the other hand, Splash is pretty good. I mean, I'll enjoy this one, and so will my wife. You can come take this one. All right, so that's the margarita anyway, side note. Next, I'm gonna go with the mojito, one of my favorite cocktails. I'm lying, anything with rum is one of my favorite cocktails. So let's go ahead and get this open. Mojito, lime juice, mint, rum, sugar. So let's take a sniff. Very limey. There's mint. That's actually a good balance of them. So let's go ahead and do 2 ounces of this. 2 ounces of the mojito mix. And it's about the same color as the margarita, kind of yellowish green hue to it. And let's go ahead and get some rum. I'm using Black Pearl rum from 7.3 Distilling. Now, you've seen a bunch of my videos with rum cocktails. I use them quite a bit. For one, they're local, and two, they're yummy. So there we go, 2 ounces of rum. Let's add some more ice. Put all this together, and good shake. That smells good. That one, it's not bad. It's, the mint kind of overpowers the lime a little bit. So if you like a really minty mojito, this is gonna be pretty good. Where's the mojito at? Maybe with a different rum, because it tastes good straight out the bottle. Mocktail would be pretty good. Maybe it just doesn't go well with 7.3's rum. Because I do like that. And this is, it's just okay. It's not bad. It's not bad by any means. It's just average okay. So let me push this one aside because my wife's not gonna drink a mojito. Let's move on to, that's what I'm gonna try now. We're moving on to the vodka, people. We're moving on to the vodka. The Cosmopolitan. Cosmopolitan, cranberry, orange liqueur, vodka, and citrus juice. Smells really good. Not bad at all. Really strong on the cranberry, which is good. A little clear pink hue to it. So 2 ounces of the Cosmopolitan mix. And where's my vodka? Get some good old JT. We'll go with 2 ounces of JT. Add some ice. Give it a good shake. And there we have the Splash Cosmopolitan. So it's got a slightly pink still hue to it. Of course, it wasn't really bright pink to begin with, and adding the vodka to it did kind of water that down a little bit. Maybe not water down, but maybe make it a little bit lighter. That's not bad. Now, the cranberry, again, I'm finding that the flavors are kind of settled down a little bit. The flavors are nice and strong right out the bottle. Mixing them with the spirits kind of brings that flavor down a little bit. I guess I have kind of a sweet tooth, so I like my cocktails more bright up front. And my wife would probably like that because it's not as over fruity. No, again, nice Cosmopolitan. Tastes like a Cosmopolitan. And so far I can say this, for all the flavors we tried so far, they taste like their cocktail they're supposed to be. The liquor does mute the flavor just a little bit. The margarita so far is the best one out of the ones I've tried. So we're gonna put this aside. This is the one I'm kind of anxious to try, a Moscow Mule, because I do love a good Moscow Mule. As a matter of fact, had 1 or 3 last night. Let's go with 2 ounces of the Moscow Mule. Oh, right away the ginger. Oh, this smells amazing. Yeah, this smells really, really good. Tastes pretty good too. I'm not picking up a lot of the lime. Oh, there it is, on the back side of the palate. So there's our Moscow Mule mix. A little bit of vodka. 2 ounces of our vodka. Some ice. And a shake. All right, so let's see how this goes. That's pretty darn good. I'd put that number 2 as far as tasting like the original cocktail. Still think the margarita is really, really, really good. Especially for a Tommy's margarita, because that is agave, and agave is gonna be high in carbs. So, let's see what I put that at. So this is 6 grams of carbs in this mix. Tommy's margarita is gonna be pushing anywhere from 13 to 17 grams of carbs, depending on the brand of agave you use. They're really super high in carbs. So if you're looking for a Tommy's margarita, I mean, Splash margarita mix is gonna be perfect for that. That's really, I may leave that one right here. So that's, the Moscow Mule came out pretty good. So this is the one I was wanting to try because this is only 2 grams of carbs. My personal recipe for a low carb Bloody Mary is 4 grams of carbs. So this is twice as low as mine. So let's see how this comes out. So with the Bloody Mary mix, let's open this up. And if you've not seen a recipe for my Bloody Mary, I'll go ahead and put a video right here. It's my most recent video. So, oh man, this smells really good. This is delicious. It's delicious straight, so let's see how it comes out. So 2 ounces of our Bloody Mary mix. Man. I think this is gonna top the margarita's best tasting one as far as comparatively to the original cocktail. There we go, there we go. Let's get some ice. And shake. All right, Bloody Mary, tomato juice, hot stuff, tangy stuff, spice stuff, salt, pepper, onion powders, onions, garlics, all that stuff in them. That looks amazing. That smells amazing. And that tastes amazing. So there you go, guys. This, I think, is the best one of the splash mixes that tastes comparative to the traditional recipe. This tastes more like the traditional recipe of a Bloody Mary than I've come across in any Bloody Mary mix. This is excellent. I'd put this up against any Bloody Mary any day for only being 2 grams of carbs. This is great. So let's kind of go over this again, because this is a review video. Splash Bloody Mary, 2 grams of carbs. Absolutely delicious. I'm gonna go with their margarita. The one thing I was kind of taken by is I didn't taste any orange that you find in a traditional margarita, but it is agave forward, which makes it more like a Tommy's margarita. Awesome. I can't put the glass here because my wife has it. The Moscow Mule. I'm drinking that one still. I think it could have a little more lime for my personal taste, but does it taste like a Moscow Mule? Absolutely. This is the one thing about the Moscow Mule. A low-carb diet Moscow Mule that you're using diet ginger beer is going to have 0 grams of carbs. So I don't know personally how I would do with using 5 grams of carbs for a mix when you can make a low-carb one with 0 by using a diet ginger beer. But let me say this, if you're not doing low carb and you just want to make something easy, you don't have ginger beer or you can't find a ginger beer near you, man, get some Splash Moscow Mule Mix. It does taste good. Mojito, I find it a little flat, tasty, but like I said, it tastes watered down. Not out the bottle. I think maybe with this is I'll double up this. Yeah. I think if I doubled the directions, or if I use 4 ounces instead of 2, I think that would be really good, but then we're looking at 10 grams of carbs, 12 grams of carbs that way. It tastes good. I think it's a little light for my personal taste. Same with the Cosmopolitan. I think straight out the bottle, it tastes really good. Once you mix it with your vodka, I think it kind of loses some. It's tasty, it's good. And if you're looking for a quick Cosmopolitan to make and you want to use a mix, because there's a lot of mixes, and let me say this right away as well. I've tried other brand mixes in these same flavors. This is in my top list on all of them across the board. I've done Cosmopolitan mixes. I've tried mojito mixes. I've tried those. I've tried Moscow Mule mixes. I've tried the margarita. Oh, I've tried so many margarita mixes and some Bloody Mary mixes. As far as Splash, I think they're hitting the flavor profile spot on in the bottle. Spot on in the bottle. Mixed with their spirit, the Bloody Mary still holds it up. The margarita still holds it up. The mojito has a little diminish on the lime. When you mix it, that's the Moscow Mule. Moscow Mule is pretty good. Again, still low on the lime for that as well. The last two, the mojito, once it's mixed, I find with the ratios they promote, I think it's a little light. Same with the Cosmopolitan. But do they taste good? Yes. Do they taste like the traditional cocktails that you would make at home or at a bar? Yes. Yes. Pretty close. Not bad. I think these could use a little more flavor. This one, just a touch of lime would really spark this up. So if I dropped a little lime juice in here, I'd be good to go with it. These two, I can't speak enough about, the Bloody Mary and the margarita mix. Again, especially if you want to do an agave style margarita, Tommy's margarita, Splash mix, 6 grams, I think it is. 6 grams of carbs. A lot, it's a lot lower than having 15 carbs in a traditional Tommy's margarita. So are they low carb? Yes. Do they taste good? Yes. Will I be buying some? These two for sure. Maybe, I don't know. If I doctor these up a little bit, they may come out good, but none of them taste bad. They all taste really good. The Bloody Mary is hands down winner for tasting the most like a traditional cocktail. If you like the content I'm putting out and you'd like to help support, please visit my Patreon page. The link's in the description below. Do all the things YouTubers tell you to do. You know, like, subscribe, click the notification bell, leave a comment, share, you know, all that stuff, guys. So thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a great day, because I'm gonna have a great day too. See y'all later.